Changing a door striker. I already broke it loose and about had it changed and decided I'm going to do a little video because a little behind on videos. Anyway, in my case it takes a T150 Torx. I already broke it loose, but what you're looking for is this little roller in there to see if that thing is loose. And in my case, you see we got rust powder in there. The door's been rattling. I'm not on the interstate very much. I drive local. Anyway, I broke it loose, and there is a little rivet. The nut in the back is held on by these little rivets here, and that makes them adjustable. You take that right off of there, and it won't fall in behind. If it does, then it's because the rivets are not attached to that nut anymore for some reason, and you'll have to open up the paneling on the inside, fish it out, and you'll have to work it that way. Anyway, that's what happens to these things, is this there's a rubber washer that's supposed to be in there, but it's, hope I'm getting this, I can't see the viewfinder out here in the bright sun, but that washer's gone out of there and this thing is just sloppy loose on there. So there's a new one. Forgot what it cost because I bought a bunch of stuff while I was up at the dealer, Freightliner. Comes with a bunch of extra washers. You put them in there enough to where this part of it is inside the door. You're not hitting back here with the head of this, and you're not hitting here either. You got a pretty good sized gap there for this to fit into. So you just put enough washers in there so that hopefully this is kind of in the middle of that area there. And you can take an ink pen and mark your washer on the outside where your washer is. You can mark it on this and use that as a pre-adjustment. But I didn't do that, so I'll just have to keep sliding mine in a little more at a time until it's about right. I'll do it out here farther and then keep adjusting it tighter and tighter until it's too hard to open and close the door, and then I'll bring it back out just a hair. Here's the old one. You see how sloppy that is and wore out? The rubber bushing is worn out of it, fell out. Here's the new one. It's nice and tight and snug. And I don't have a tripod out here with me, so we'll turn the camera back on here in a minute when I get that on there. Okay, check your height by looking at it and seeing if the door at the center of this is going to line up with the center of that pin. And if it does, then you got your height right, because that height is adjustable as well. And I'm going to tighten it down and see if we're right or not. I put 2 washers on it just to try it out, but I'm hitting the washer on my way in there. So I'm going to take one of the washers back out. I'm a little bit high, so I'm going to move it down just a little bit, and you can see how close my washer is to this rivet and how far from this one. So that's going to give me a little bit of a gauge. I got a little speck. I didn't put it there, but it is there. I'm going to use that as a gauge right next to the edge of that washer for my depth, and I'm going to lower it down here probably 1/16, maybe 1/8 of an inch, because I'm also hitting the top of the door latch.